Welcome along, and this is episode 21, and this is lead versus follow, about how much the men or leaders are in charge of a movement and how much the ladies stroke follows are in charge of the movement as well. Now this depends on how much and how complicated the move might be. Now let's go for a standard thing. Okay, what we used to say in classes is if it goes wrong, whose fault is it? And everyone shouted out it's the man's fault because the man's in charge of leading. I kind of still agree with that to some degree, except if it is the leading problem, then yes, the man or leader is in charge of that. But ladies, you are in charge of following. You are as equally responsible for the dance. In fact, in some occasions, even more. And that's what we're going to cover now. Okay, so I'm going to use the principle of doing a simple travelling return. Okay, so I'm doing the lead part at the moment. So I step away from my partner, I'm doing a travelling return as I come across, and then I'll come back round to face. Okay, now how much of that movement from 0% over there to 100% over there as a lead am I in control of? Well, initially, once I've stepped back away from my partner, I'm going to initiate the lead. The first 20% from there to about there is where I'm actually leading that part of the movement. Okay, so I move my hand up, that's going to initiate the ladies moving forwards and also starting their turn as well. Okay, from this moment on though, I'm expecting my partner to continue to change places with me, and then at the very end I'm then going to stop their path and their movement away from me, about 5% should we say. So I'm leading the first 20% and I'm stopping and then controlling the last 5%. So therefore, in a simple movement like that from side to side, actually, ladies, you have 75% control, which is quite scary, really. Okay, but that's what the principle is on a simple movement. So how, ladies, do you get that? Initially, what you're looking for is, as you step back, of course, you have that weight backwards. As you change places, you look into, the man will start you off, of course, but then your job is to get to the other side in a straight line. So you're going to go round, you bring your feet relatively close together, about hip distance apart, and then you can step back left, and then the man will stop you on that right foot. So ladies, you're responsible for this transition from here pretty much all the way over to there. Now that does vary dependent on the complexity of the move. Okay, if it's a move, we call them armography moves, where the man's moving his arms quite a lot and the ladies are pinging from side to side, then generally the men will be in control of that a lot more. Okay, but if we go back to simple moves, things like a slingshot, for instance, so as I'm leading my partner from this position here out to over that stage over there, as I move my body backwards, I initiate that first, again, 20% of the movement, but then I expect my partner to keep travelling away from me until they get back on that right foot as usual. So, lead versus follow. Yes, men, you are there to initiate the movement of the ladies. Ladies, it's your responsibility. We want to change that mindset that you just have to follow whatever the man is doing. I want you ladies to be responsible for your own dancing. Try and make the dance as good as it can be as much as possible. And that's all about lead versus follow.